having kind of arrived at that understanding essentially about myself, the fact that I'm not at peace with the way the world is configured, the next question is, okay partner, then what can you do about it? This is self-talk, right? Kind of conversation you do with yourself in the bathroom. कि ठीक है यार, debate में तो बोल दिया, लेकिन what will you do about it, right? So, and kind of fairly early I said, well, let me try and learn from others who tried to do something, and I started, even during my IIT days, started visiting, various types of NGOs, some Gandhians, some leftists, some people like Bankar Roy, he started Tilonia by that time, Anil Sadgopal at Kishore Bharti, and places like that. And since I was not particularly ideological and I was just curious, so over several years and several summers, I kind of had a very eclectic view of different types of things that people were trying. But also a certain degree of confusion as to what is appropriate for me. And so by the time I came to the end of IIT, 5th year, and that was the year that emergency was declared, I decided to just go for a normal job, So I worked, in those days it was fine. I mean, there was no MBA, zyada nahi hota tha. After IIT itself, we got into a company. So I got a job in Philips and it was good enough. And they felt कि इस लड़के को अंग्रेजी आता है तो उसको मार्केटिंग में डाल देते हैं. तो मार्केटिंग में भेज दिया. तो मार्केटिंग मैनेजर had one look at me and said कि अच्छा मार्केटिंग करेगा, पहले सेल्स करके आओ. हाँ. At all? Okay. But this much Hindi, so I am sure it's kind of contextual colloquial. Sorry. Okay, good. Great. So, I was just sent off to learn sales, and that also to Guwahati in the northeast. And so I embraced the opportunity as it came my way. Thought it was a very rare part of the country to travel around in. And because I was pretty much left to my own devices, the head office being in Calcutta, far away, and there was no way if a boss could pester you because there's no mobile phones and stuff like that. So we were pretty much left to our own devices, and so I enjoyed myself and learned a lot, whatever I could. But this bug about things are not really right kept bothering me, and then I was moved back to Calcutta, and I was used to travel all over the eastern region. And in those days, Orissa and Bihar and hinterland West Bengal were not particularly well-off places. I mean, whether you travel by train or car, you could see a lot of rural poverty, not like today. And so I kept getting bothered that I should really make up my mind. Either these things shouldn't bother me, because now I wear a tie and I go to work in an air-conditioned office and have a decent salary and all of that. Or if it bothers me, then I should sort of do something about it. And I kind of came to the sort of a decision point and decided that I need a career insurance. So I decided to go to IIM Ahmedabad, get myself a second degree, an MBA, also learn something about the management world, the business world, and also Professor Ravi Mathai, the founder director there, had started had started the, ठीक है वो मैं इधर हाथ रखा था इसलिए, Javaja Rural Development Project, in Rajasthan. So, but maybe I'll learn something from him. And so, the reason I'm describing this in some detail is that, even if you feel an inner calling for a cause, your response to it is not khatak one day. At least it wasn't in my case. It took me, I think from the time I first became conscious that this thing bothers me, I think that was 1971, to the time when I decided to work full-time in rural development, was 1981. And in between was 5 years of IIT, 4 years of working in Philips, 2 years of MBA, all of that, so, and all the readings and all the discussions and visits to NGOs and stuff like that. I want to tell you as Young India Fellows is don't bother if you find that something that you are passionate about is not translating into a khatak action plan, like tell me where will you be in 3 years' time, Those kind of silly questions are meant for filling up YIF fellowship essays, right? And for interviews. Real life isn't that straight. Okay? Indeed, there can be a lot of Brownian motion, you can go this way, that way, and stuff like that. I mean, you can always rationalize it later, but it's kind of, at that time, not necessarily taking you towards your goal.